love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you keep
the underdogs on top. The underdogs on top.
Go ahead, envy me.
The underdogs on top.
And I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
Rockin' like the
Rockin' like the 6 on top. Whole club rockin' like the 6.
rockin' like the
Rockin' like the 6 on top. Whole club rockin' like the 6. Rockin' like the 6 on top.
The underdogs on top.
rockin' like the
Rockin' like the 6 on top. This nigga did it again. Let me put you on the game.
Hello, pretzels, and welcome back to the Tripod. That's right, the Tripod has returned to give you a special highlighted version of this past week in wrestling. Special shout out to the Steel Roll After Party podcast. Of course, without them, there would be no us. And they'll have a new episode dropping pretty soon because WrestleMania is creeping up around that corner. So let's kick things off. Of course, welcome my brothers here, Julius_Caesar and Sticks Adam. Seek them out, follow them. They are funny gentlemen. You will have a chuckle or two. But as of right now, we're going to talk about the A show of the week, highlighted version. I will go first for NXT because I saw something on NXT I've never seen before. And I got to give kudos to the old cross-eyed kid for busting this one out. I was doing my best to take notes, but I was laughing. It was old Gigi Dolan versus Ariana Grace. Yeah, this had stakes on the line too. If Gigi loses, she gets a makeover, or Ariana's her assistant or some shit. But Grace does not want her face punched. You know, it's the moneymaker. She don't want that hit. Book is being extra booky on commentary, talking about everyone getting along in the locker room or some shit. Grace tries to crown Gigi and hits Gigi in the sniz with her entire leg while the ref was distracted. That you don't see that often, but how does it one-up itself immediately? Gigi then returns the favor. I was like, what the fuck? Like, blatantly right in front of the ref. We got 2 sniz punches for one match. When was the last time you saw 2 women beat each other's pussies up in a match? Anyway, Grace gets to make over Gigi now because she was DQ'd. And thank God, because, I mean, it was nice looking at Gigi's dumper during this entire match, but that girl needs a personality transplant. So hopefully we can get things going for her. And it's always nice to see Ariana on our TVs. Caesar, what did you think of that segment? Any thoughts on the double sniz punch?
I chuckled right in the baby maker. You know what I'm saying? Right in the womb, got all up in that shit. Then yeah, kicked the hole right back. Now that's finish. That's how you finish a match. Okay, instead of just kick a bitch in the sniz and then roll her up. Nah. I kick that bitch right back so she knows. Right in the ovaries. And oh yeah, what was cool?
Extra cooning. Sticks, any thoughts on this hilarious segment?
It was exactly that. It was sports entertainment at its finest, and we need to mark this down because we might not ever see it, or if we do, it's going to be very, very, very long time before we see the double ovary overhands happening.
Yeah, we ain't going to see this on the CW. But that was my highlight for NXT of the week. Caesar, what was your NXT highlight of the week?
I don't got no goddamn highlight.
Sticks, what was your NXT highlight of the week?
You really just gonna not let me finish?
You just said you didn't have a highlight.
Right, but I still got something to talk about, you ignorant bitch.
Well, hurry up then. Don't just tell me you don't have a highlight.
What do you want, a 20-minute show?
I want a 19-minute show.
Yeah. I got something I got to talk about. Something I got to get off my chest. I don't got highlights, nothing this week. I got complaints.
Oh,
it's the fucking complaint department.
Uh-oh.
Look here, you cross-eyed fuck. Look here, you motherfucker, okay? This is the second time in about 3 days I've seen that mayonnaise-colored, crispy, faded cracker on my fucking screen, and I ain't got no goddamn chair. No goddamn chair. How you gonna have him in the ring You gotta hear his shitty ass music. Okay, I gotta hear Superman Stone. Superman Stone gets an intro, but no crispy chair sliding fucker. No white ass envelope pasty looking fucker sliding in a chair with the crispiest edges I've ever seen on a white man or a Negro. Okay, I know he gets his hair cut, not a cutways, because that's bullshit barbershop. He go to the hood. He go down there where Florida man. Okay, because them shits is clean. You seen Trick's hair? That nigga go with Trick. He go with Trick into the hood. I know he do. And see, this is starting to piss me off. Okay, this nigga's only good at two things: being creepy backstage and on the mic, and looking cold, sliding in that goddamn chair. You taking that shit away from me. You taking that shit. Piss me off. Okay. You piss me off. See, look, now I gotta do something I ain't never do before. Okay. I gotta do something I ain't never do before. I gotta turn this shit off. Okay. I gotta turn this shit off and show your white ass, your lily white ass. I know you've been seeing it. Look. I want this. I literally want this. Okay. Get that Christmas in the chair and do this. Okay? This is what I want. Give me what I want.
To quote a wise man, Dave Bautista, give me what I want. Give me what I want.
To give the people what they want. That's fucking hilarious.
I'll slap that crooked eye straight, you bitch. Slap it straight.
Well, Lexus King versus Mr. Stone. You are correct. We did not.
The world is upside down, man.
Oh shit! What the hell's happening?
You done pissed me off.
Book continues to talk shit about Mr. Stone's kids. Vic says Mr. Stone's beard is better than Crispy King's because it's not painted on. The disrespect. Vic is Mr. Stone's cheerleader this whole match. Come on, Mr. Stone. Crispy King puts away Mr. Stone, and White Collie carries him out like a baby as the audience chants that. Sticks, what do you think about this segment?
I wholeheartedly agree with Cesar. I mean, all three of us agree there's only one good thing about fucking McCrispy. It's his fucking entrance. That's it. And you're gonna fucking rob us of this? Unless Superman Stone's fucking kids are coming out fucking carrying his ass on that fucking throne that's supposed to slide fucking McCrispy's ass out here, unless his fucking kids are carrying him like fucking MJF like half a year ago, carrying his ass there. I don't want to see fucking Superman Stone's entrance. We're all here to see the fucking sliding ass chair, and let's keep it fucking moving. But you ain't gonna do that? The fuck? What are we doing here?
Do you remember when the McCrispies were $1? Sticks, what was your NXT highlight of the week?
Gentlemen, there are two things that happened in the month of February. More importantly, it is a certain month that we appreciate people. But also there's during February, there's also some love in the air. Well, gentlemen, we are in the thick of March Madness. And maybe some madness brings little love. But also, too, we also got the other half of what February with two people. Boys, Trick ain't whooping no trick. Trick is making some love calls. We are seeing the potential budding relationship love of one Trick Willie and Lash Legend. And not only that, Trick was able to get that lip lock in and then whoop some Trick at the same time afterwards, leaving a calling card. Boys, I'm interested to see where this is going to go, because now we're tying in two great things that we love seeing. Trick Willie and Metaphor. That's my highlight.
I'm glad you brought this up. Yeah, bedazzled Trick Willie to the ring. He lays out the story of Trick and Mello, says Mello will never be on his level, even in Tim's on a stepladder with a ludicrous afro. He challenges Mello to stand and deliver. Metaphor interrupts. No, I'm talking trash. Crowd is being annoying. Trick, Notice, and Lash. Noam says they're gonna fight next week. The brawl ensues. Lash about to strike Trick, but Trick catches her, dips her, and kisses her. Oh, Snapple Great. What the fuck? Tap that ass. He then tosses main man Mensa so hard that ninja spun. What an ending to a great NXT, man. I feel bad for Mensa. He fucking tossed Mensa out. He like fucking rotated in midair. That was fucking perfect. But yeah, that was a very entertaining finish to NXT this past week. Cesar, what'd you think of the closing segment of this week's NXT?
Oh yeah, Trick the man. Trick come back, get a match and stand and deliver, and get him some pussy on the side, and slap the cracker. I mean, yeah, he did that all in like 8 minutes too. It was like 8 minutes. That's a lot of goddamn work. That nigga working harder than anybody on that goddamn show. You done booked a match, had a promo, whooped some Trick, tapped some ass, still looking clean. Still looking clean. Then book, yeah, it was cooning, like he always does, because he's always cooning. And he was happy to whoop that Trick. Crowd was yelling, whoop that Trick. Trick about to, tap some ass. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Great thing.
Trick was very over. Even on SmackDown, they were saying whoop that Trick throughout. And even Wade mentioned Trick Willie is popular where they were.
Well, heck, there was even a sign on like the hard cam that was like whoop that Trick. That was like in just about every shot. Like I noticed it a lot during the Rock's promo. Like doing it was like they cue in and then like he saw that sign over his shoulder.
I hope he worked a dark match or made an appearance or had NXT was there or something, because a lot of people were going to be let down if he didn't show up. But that being said, it's Wednesday night, and gentlemen, apparently some big business happened. Well, for the AEW highlights of the week, we are going to begin. Well, I don't know if he has any highlights. We'll find out right now. Cesar, do you have anything to say about AEW this week?
Yeah, I'm mad again. Complaint department.
Oh shit.
Look here, Tony Khan, you fuck. Look here. I know you watch this shit. Okay? You know how I know, nigga? You know how I know? Because all your crackers keep stealing my shit. And I thought I would never say this line of mine. I thought I would never say this in my life. Oh, fuck Adam Cole.
Hey, babe.
Nigga, oh, you got a book, nigga? You got a book? Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that idea from, nigga? Huh? You got a book, Adam Cole? You telling stories, nigga? Huh? With the cast on your foot, nigga? In front of a camera, nigga? Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from? You got it.
They dusted that off from the prop department of Ring of Honor back in like 2010s.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, he read a whole goddamn story. Go watch the shit back. He flipped 3 pages. That book was 138 pages thick. That shit was thicker than a grizzly's dick. And he read a whole story in 3 pages. How many chapters in that book? You're stealing my shit. Fuck you, Adam Cole. That's why your leg broke. And that's why Brooke Baker traveling the world getting piped down by everybody else but you, nigga. I said it.
I only have 2 lines about that. Story time with Adam Cole, baby. He reads a story about Wardlow.
He didn't even say story time with Adam Cole, baby.
No, he didn't. He just
and one thing you said story time. No, you just gonna pick up a book.
Good thing he didn't say chapter. If he would have said chapter and he read a verse, it would we would have to call a lawyer. Sticks, what did you think about
the whole show?
Story time with Adam Cole, baby, and the Wardlow build-up.
I've watched Ring of Honor when Adam Cole would kind of do these little promos, and honestly, I thought it was a waste of a potentially good promo on Wardlow. I mean, we all essentially knew Wardlow wasn't going to be Samoa Joe. I mean, he's still kind of in the infancy of his title reign, and like Cesar said, Cesar has taken what Adam Cole did in Ring of Honor and he has elevated it. Cesar has brought it from obscurity and has brought it to prominence. And all of a sudden, Adam Cole's like, you know what? I see Cesar do this. I'll do this. And like Cesar said, it was like 3 pages and like 10 words. That was it. So I mean, I like the callback, but you could have used it for something better. Like he could have did it for one of his matches, or he could have even brought out for legit one of his boys. Like he could have did it for I would have liked to see him do it for Roddy back at Revolution. That would have been a nice little callback for that. But he did it for Wardlow.
Trash ass Wardlow.
Trash
Garbage.
ass Wardlow.
That nigga garbage. Yeah, he can beat my ass, but he still sucks at his job.
You know what? There's a very obvious story here, but I'm gonna just pile
No,
on.
don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
I'm gonna pile on to this story because I just looked at the whole list. I mean, there's a 6-man tag that ended with garbage, but to see Wardlow get dominated by Samoa Joe was very pleasing to see. Somebody finally beat this dumb fuck who's like built his whole career on being unstoppable and talking all kinds of shit. But when you get face to face with Samoa Joe, if you don't bring it, your ass is getting. You can't come in there with 4 moves. You can do a swanton bomb, you can do a power bomb, but if that's all you got, you gonna get got. Because Samoa Joe beat the fuck out of Wardlow. Wardlow attacks in a hurry, of course. Wardlow puts up a good fight, even power bombs Joe, but ultimately goes to sleep. Swerve storms out, attacking security putties with a chain, and Joe just walks off smiling. Now that's going to be a good match, Samoa Joe versus Swerve, and hopefully
That's a real question here. I know we're doing highlights. Why are they trying to make Swerve the good guy? The nigga broke into a cracker's house and played with his baby. Shoot this nigga.
Well,
I'd have shot him.
the coke addict behind you, he hears fans cheering, and he immediately changes everything he had planned. Remember, the Acclaimed were bad guys too. They won the championships by cheating as well. But so we'll see what happens with that. But
I understand the whole trope of a guy being really good in the ring. That is heel work. You know, you cheer for him. We saw it with AJ beat up John Cena, suck the air out of the room every goddamn pay-per-view. We've seen it happen time and time again. This nigga broke into a man's house and threatened his baby. There's no coming back from that, okay? That gets you legendary heel status.
He hung the dude. He hung the dude
And
with
he hung him
the
twice.
chain.
And he hung the nigga in February, which is reverse racism. That's how I've seen it, okay? I mean, seeing as how he's from the South and Virginia, he hung a Southerner in a ring in the middle of Black Henry. Now, it was a nigga hanging a cracker, and he used a Rottweiler chain instead of a rope. But it's still some kind of reverse racism that he got over. This ain't the reparations we wanted, Swerve. I feel you. I feel you. But this ain't the 40 acres and a mule. Hanging one nigga in February, hanging a cracker in February, especially a Southerner who was trying to hang your people for years. That ain't the reparations we want, player. Okay? But I digress. I'd also like to comment. I mean, I know you don't think she's attractive. I'm not saying she's attractive, but Ruby Rose must got that fire because I watched Collision. I don't know why that name starts with a C because colored people don't win on that show. And I got the proof. I've been watching it the last 3 weeks. The Negras are like 1 in 12 on that show. Anyway, Ruby Rose must got that fire because not D'Angelo Dawkins, whatever his name is, whatever that cracker's name is, she was mad, wanted to fight Paige's brother. And she said, if you go fight him, you ain't doing it with me. And he said, he instantly went from heated promo to, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Come on. I'm cool. I'm calm. I was like, oh, she put it on your ass. Okay. That shit must be tighter than frog pussy. Yeah, because that nigga went from all the way mad to calm. So that crazy bitch got that fire and she rides it for 8 seconds like a professional bullfighter or something. That's the only recollection I got out of that promo. Yeah, she ride it harder than Prince Nana dances. Yeah. She got that baby oil. That's it. That bitch probably got all that baby oil. See, AEW don't be using that baby oil. She got that baby oil budget in fucking plastic sheets. Be riding that nigga all night. That's why he calmed down real quick. They wanted to get some meat.
Well, Sticks, I mean, do you want to comment on Samoa Joe versus Wardlow or Ruby Soho's baby oil sniz?
She's so hoe. She a
Yeah,
hoe. She rode on enough dick to know how to get that skeet up out of nigga. You know what I'm
She's so ho.
Oh, and
She's
see, she
so
shaved her
hoe.
hair short, and she don't like getting her hair pulled from the back. I mean, damn, this bitch is good. This bitch is good. Probably a throat goat too. Probably suck a 12-inch dong right down the throat. One pop. You know what I'm saying? You out here. I see you, Ruby. I see she got titty tattoo. Yeah, she a hoe. She a hoe. She done fuck mad niggas. Discriminate. Dick's a dick to her. Do your thing, girl.
yeah. I thought they also. I had said that they wasted Adam Cole's story time with Warlow, but I also thought they wasted another thing. Smo Joe with this patented walkaway, and Warlow knew he did it. I was like, you wasted it on this guy. It's like you could have had that for somebody else, but you had Warlow not do that. I mean, I thought it was a waste of a couple of months of our lives of them basically rebuilding Warlow to be this unstoppable guy. You know, he won that battle royal. I'm coming for Samoa Joe. You didn't even get your 4 moves of doom in. Like you got maybe move and a half, and Joe whooped your ass. And Joe made you go to sleep. Like you still sleeping. You still sleeping. Like Adam Cole and them, they're all trying to get you woke. They're trying to wake you, smelling salts, all that stuff. You still sawing logs, man. And like Cesar said, man, that's the power of the Vag, man. Angelo, Cool Hand Ange went from 100 back to like just on cruise control. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I got you. So yeah. Ruby got some kind of power, got something going on, and she, because that dude went from I'm gonna freaking tear you apart to like, yeah, okay, yeah, no, it's cool, we can wait. I'll wait. So yeah.
Ruby didn't. She didn't had 12 feet of dick before. She fucked some niggas. I know she had. She got that dope dope. She got that tight frog pussy shit. She out here.
Well, Sticks, go ahead. If you have a highlight for Collision, Rampage, Dynamite, go for it. Speak, brother.
Well, I'm assuming you're gonna talk about the obvious from Wednesday, so I'm gonna talk about this.
I already said mine.
Oh, you already did?
This was Samoa Joe. Mine was angry at Adam Cole.
Oh,
You don't have
well
to.
then, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm assuming we're not going to gloss over. I'm assuming we're going to talk a little bit about the new acquisition, the whole reason why Wednesday. But I want to talk about this: the end of the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, and also the end of Darby's ascension to Mount Everest. Because that motherfucker, if he's going to, he's got to get that air cast boot to be able to gimp his emo goth ass up that mountain. I mean, we all knew this. I mean, this was only a matter of time before we were going to get Jay White and Bullet Club Gold to go back to what they were doing. Like it was good. They sold some T-shirts. They got like maybe a month's worth of T-shirt sales for AEW and pro wrestling tees. But this was all. Now we're going to get like 6-man tag warfare. We're gonna get the Acclaimed and Bullet Club Gold, probably like title versus title, one of those things. But I mean, these guys did what we all wanted to do, because we had heard, they had talked about for the last 2 months that Darby was gonna climb Mount Everest. Guess what, Goth Boy? You ain't climbing shit. You're gonna have to get on a mule, and you're gonna have to hope that fucking mule and Juan Valdez bring your ass up that mountain, buddy.
gonna have to fucking get on Sting's back, and Sting's gonna have to do the climbing.
His old ass ain't even gonna carry that emo ass.
This nigga said Juan Valdez.
Anything else?
Fucking Mercedes Moné, get a better theme song. I was already getting tired of just hearing CEO. So let me get this straight. Now we have EVPs. Now we got a CEO.
Don't you talk about Matthew and Nicholas like that. They are
No,
hard.
I'm just saying we have many different
Oh yeah,
office
three
titles.
letter office title.
Yeah, three-letter office titles. So what's next? What are we getting next? But I mean, I've seen maybe one match of Mercedes Moné from over in New Japan, and her New Japan theme song is annoying as hell. I got 5 seconds into her theme song, and I'm like, I'm already gonna hate this. I'm already gonna hate this because we're gonna see this every Wednesday, probably every other Saturday, and maybe once a quarter on Friday night. So if even that, but this is gonna get annoying real quick if you're
Well,
seeing.
you're going to hear it every Monday too, because it's literally just Imperium's theme song,
Yeah.
except it says CEO
Yeah.
after like 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Okay. Sid Vicious. It's a fake account, but Sid Vicious has a Twitter account, and he always says fuck Ryback. He says fuck Meltzer, like I want to power bomb Meltzer, I want to power bomb. He said something on the I actually agreed with, even though it's not a real person. He said that Sasha Banks is the most overhyped talent in the history of AEW. I think the acquisition of Mercedes was a dick measuring contest between WWE and AEW. Like, who can shovel the most money at her? Because I think that's all she really cared about.
Mm-hmm.
Because they claim that she's been there, done that with WWE. Okay, then why were you negotiating with them? Why were they even on your radar then? If AEW was always the place you're going to be, she did it to raise the money. She got the money, and now I would like to wager a bet with you, gentlemen. Real money. I will bet both of you $20 that Mercedes Moné will be injured before December.
That's a pretty big window. I would have guessed maybe even before freaking July, maybe.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, this AEW. She's gonna get injured before the end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing I thought of was like, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, when's her first match and the first botch and her match? How long is it gonna be in that match before she's like, oh shit, there ain't enough money in the world for me to have to put up with this bullshit, botch ass, no professional, no wrestling ass shit. Like, I mean, me and my girlfriend were talking, and like the 5 possibly best wrestlers in your women division, like 2 to 3 of them have WWE ties. Otherwise, like the other 1 or 2 have been on the indies for so long. Outside of that, like you get like thicker into the rankings or even into your women's system. These girls have either injured people or have gotten injured themselves doing shit because you got no performance center and you've got no chemistry enough to be able to not hurt yourself or somebody.
I'll never forget when Willow, who by the way main evented this show,
This episode, yeah.
Willow.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when that heifer power bombed Anna Jay off the stage, who was supposed to go through a table, but missed it by a mile.
Hey. She was facing Mercedes when Mercedes blew her knee out.
Yep.
I mean, she's got the paycheck. Her bank account has exploded. Now we're gonna see her. I think she's gonna half-ass it. She might put on one good match, but this is gonna be the most overrated superstar AEW has ever had. And the ratings are out. 800,000. The only person to ever bring AEW over 1 million is now in WWE. So if they're trying to beat WWE's rate, there's no chance in hell they'll ever beat WWE. I think this is a massive waste of time. Overrated. I was just like, yeah. Oh, and then I got on Twitter of, oh, the game changer. It's a game. Oh my god. Oh, Sasha. I was just like, wow. Cesar, do you have any thoughts on Mercedes debuting in AT dub?
Yeah, my boy sent me a tweet after Big Business was announced. There was an interview where we knew what was going to happen at Big Business. And in the interview, Sasha Banks was like, "Oh yeah, I still know I'm going to retire in WWE."
Yeah, yep. I saw that too.
But that's not even the dumbest thing of the show. Willow main eventing, not the dumbest thing of the show. I watched Dynamite and I noticed something.
Uh-oh.
Then I said, "All right, well, fine, I'll watch Collision in that trash." And then I saw the same thing. And then I said, "All right, fine." I had to watch Collision for, Nigel. And he was, what are we going to call it? British. He was teeing instead of cooning. He was teeing. He was on his Nigel shit. I noticed the same thing. And then I was like, fine, let me fast forward through Ram Trash and I'll see if I notice it. And I saw it again. This dumb nigga Tony Khan. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it's usually at the first commercial break, the first real commercial break in the show. He has a commercial for AEW Dynamite. Like I was literally watching AEW Dynamite, and there is a commercial talking about watch AEW Dynamite. And I'm like, how is what fucking part of the business is this? That while I'm watching AEW Dynamite, you're telling me to watch AEW Dynamite. Like I'm watching AEW Dynamite. And then on Collision, watch AEW Dynamite. Wednesdays. During Ram Trash, watch Dang it, I'm watching the fucking product. Why are you paying for commercial space? And like this was like a fucking 2-minute commercial. Literally. With the stars training and shit, talking about nobody outworks me. Yeah, I'm lifted hard so I can perform.
Yeah, I saw the commercial for that.
People.
I'm like, and I thought it was like another like all access thing. I'm like, oh, so you're gonna show like some of that. And then I rewound it, watched it. It's like, this is fucking Dynamite. What are we doing?
Like literally Sasha Banks punching a punching bag, talking about how she works, and Julia Hart talking about she used to be a competitive cheerleader, but wrestling saved her life or something. I'm like, dang it. You need to put this on other shows, maybe on TNT and TBS. But if I'm watching AEW Dynamite, that's like saying ESPN during Monday Night Football, hey, come back next week and watch Monday Night Football. I know this is the only channel it's on. If I'm watching Monday Night Football, I don't need a commercial telling me to watch Monday Night Football. Because I know there's only one station at a certain time that plays Monday. Nigga, waste your daddy's money all you want, player. Waste your daddy's money all you want. But, I mean, if I was his father, I'd have watched that shit and been like, what the fuck are you doing? Nigga, put the coke down. But Dad, I'm not. No, nigga, I hear your nostrils flaring. There's like a pound in the room somewhere. Put this shit. Why am I watching a commercial? Why are you paying for commercial space? Put more fucking wrestling on if you paid for that airtime. Put on more fucking wrestling. I gave you the money of God. You don't even need to have commercials. Just put more wrestling on. People hate you anyway. I hate you. Eat a dick. I hope you die so I can get my money back. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. Okay? But nigga, commercial. Fuck this show. And fuck that nigga reading that book. All right? And fuck Will Hobbs trying to have a book of Hobbs. And I want to fuck Tony Storm. Peter Butt. Where's Juice Robinson? What's he doing? No, go and sit next game.
He's duct taped to a fucking hospital bed. We're gonna move on from all trash wrestling to TNA Impact. And Sticks, you get the first highlight from this past week on Impact TNA?
Mine is a man that generally opens this show. A man that we believe in, a man that I also had a feud with, that I also said was a fraud, which, I mean, that's it. But a man that he had with him that he thought was like a friend, a man that was going to help him. But we found out this Thursday, nah, that ain't the case. Rich Swann came in and he's now outside with Flop Dollar and Steve. He's outside with them boys. Rich Swann turning on Joe Hendry. Mid-match, referee down, taking a siesta. He turned on him, hit him with the chair, and allowed Flop Dollar in his TNA Impact debut, his TNA debut, singles debut, to pick up a dub.
The disrespect. Yeah, Joe Hendry versus AJ Francis. This was AJ's singles match debut. Joe on the mic to start. He gets the fans to chant AJ sucks. He body slams that big fuck. The ref is taken out, like Stick says. Chair brought in the ring. They both go for it, but Rich Swann steps on it. Who's he gonna hit? He hits Joe Hendry. AJ with a huge choke slam goes on to win. So my thoughts on this segment is I get it. Heels. Okay, this was a shocking heel turn. Rich Swann. He needs something. He needs a new coat of paint. I get it. That's a good idea. What I don't want them to do is repeating history. I don't want them to make another Hit Row. We don't need another Hit Row. Let's keep it unique. Rich Swann, AJ. Okay, I get it. It's a tag team possibilities. The story's stronger now. Maybe Joe Hendry finds another. Maybe that Asian guy comes back, helps Joe Hendry. Who knows? We'll find out. I liked it because they needed AJ to get some traction. Because if he would have lost, that kind of would have derailed him and made him a big joke again. So I get it. It's interesting again. Now Joe Hendry, he's got to find someone else who believes in him to have his back. But Cesar, what did you think of this segment?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? AJ been fucking with Joe Hendry for a long time, or since he came in. You know what I'm saying? And he claiming he outside and other niggas outside. Get fucking that nigga outside. Nigga should be outside of wrestling. Shit. Really should be having country ass nigga. But yeah, Rich Swann ain't nothing to do. So you're right, it is good. The swerve, bro. It's good. It's good. Rich Swann been a face since I think he came in TNA. Back when he was hot. Now he's not. That nigga ain't doing shit. Probably beating his wife again because he's bored at home. You gotta wrestle somebody. And now, now he coming in. Yeah, he came in with the chair, stopped him to get it, hit them niggas with the chair, or hit Joe Hendry. Help AJ get the win. Yeah, they outside. Yeah, like you said, do tag team. You know what I'm saying? Black actors, they gotta stick together and shit. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at him. It was a good segment. Joe Hendry and AJ had a decent match. Wasn't bad, wasn't trash. Wasn't bad, it was good. And then yeah, old Richie threw his crack ass in there. Now we got some shit cooking. So yeah, great to see where it's go. Obviously, Joe Hendry and Rich, they gonna have a match. They gonna have to see each other. You're gonna have to explain himself. And he said, I ain't gotta explain nothing, man. That's a nigga, I'm a nigga. I'm gonna whoop your lily white ass. That's probably what he gonna say. That's what I think.
I like how he used whenever he does the Tennessee whiskey boot shot, he has to go over the top rope.
Over the top rope. Yeah. I'll give him that. Yeah. That's cooking. That's cooking. Because yeah, he hits that boot and he literally just like rolls over the top and yells into the camera. And it's a good commercial break as well if there's ever needed to be a commercial break in that match. That's good shit. I will give old AJ that.
Well, Cesar, what is your highlight of TNA Impact of the week? or thought.
Now, I do have a highlight. It was some shit I liked, but I gotta keep it on it. I gotta go to the complaint department once again, and it's hard. It's hard to complain. Hard to complain about TNA, except for one person. Easy to complain about this person. Why does nigga PCO still alive? And now he fighting Crazy Steve for this goddamn title. What the fuck? What the fuck? Every time I think I'm done with PCO for a while, like his old ass is gonna go away and sit down for a while. He is like the 6'5" retarded version of Darby Allin. Just when I think this nigga don't get ignorant enough and do some shit to break it, nigga, I was at work picking up a TV and thought my back was gonna break. Oh, this nigga PCO lived the gimmick. All right, this nigga jump off everything, get slammed into anything, and this crack will be back at work next week. And the nigga look 86, okay? Oh, I don't know how old he is. Please don't tell me he's fucking Gen X, because we know Gen X is aging like spoiled milk, okay? These niggas be 22 and look 48. PCO looks 68. Hopefully his ass ain't 45, because this nigga's knees and back gonna be more fucked up than that fat nigga in All Trash Wrestling. Sorry, that fat tea drinking tattooed motherfucker. And fuck that nigga too. I'm glad he lost the other day too. Hate his ass. Fuck that cracker. That's why the other two niggas gonna leave your ass. Julia Hart gonna go back to Black Dick, leave you too. Anyway, I digress. This nigga PCO pisses me off to no end. And I don't know why the crowd be cheering for him. This is the one thing I can't get behind on this TNA crowd. Y'all be fucking up. Okay? Y'all be fucking up. Y'all like this man so much. These matches be dull. It's just crazy white people shit. And I ain't too crazy about Crazy Steve either. Yeah, I'm complaining about this nigga too.
56.
Yeah. I don't like this nigga. I don't know what it is about. The vibes is off. Everybody else TNA, fine by me. I ain't too hot on Crazy Steve. He on my list. PCO, he definitely on my list. Fuck that crap. Just lightning and shit. He gonna walk his old ass out there. Ooh, half Frankenstein. PCO, you can't kill me, Cracker. I'm gonna beat all the top talent, especially in crazy white people matches. Then I'm gonna lose white people in a regular match. And I'm glad you skipped that match last week that was on pay-per-view.
I'm glad you
I noticed you skipped it. But you know what? I'm mad you complaint department again. I'm mad you skipped it. Because you know I was gonna post I ain't watch that shit. You know I want to change my background, you fuck. I was waiting. I had it pulled up. I like hit the little 3 buttons at the top. I had it pulled up because I was like, skill matches next. I'm about to switch this shit so quick.
I had my tablet.
Skipped right over.
Watching it, I just went.
Yeah, and then I was like,
right past it.
We were talking about some other match, and I was like, skip the PCO match. I was waiting to put I didn't watch this shit. Just let him and Sticks talk. I was like, this dirty nigga skipped it, and I can't talk about how I didn't watch that trash.
I thought you were going to talk. Well, I mean, it wasn't a highlight if you're a fan of ABC, but Ace Austin versus.
That was going to be my highlight, and it was a good match. No, it was a good match.
Yeah.
You see, like I said, they're building the heels. They're building the heels, which is fine. If I can talk about that match, it was good. They're building the heels. Look, the A to B to C went from tag team champions losing it and then getting it back really quickly. You know, I'm a fan of when you've been the champ for so long, you gotta you gotta start giving back. You gotta take some losses. You gotta get some L's. They lost that 3-way match to the system, and then they lost the titles to the mother crackers on the system. Right. You gotta do that. You gotta do that, and then build yourself back up. Get some quality wins in there, but you're gonna take some losses. If they take losses in singles, that's fine, because now they're building, Frankie as this new heel, veteran heel. So that's fine. That Frankie's got to get some, because this nigga been suspended. He beat refs. He lost the EY. So yeah, he's gonna need some. Like you said, you got to feed the heels sometimes. You got to feed the heels. Was it a great match? Yeah, it was a phenomenal match. Phenomenal match. EY came out for the save at the end, so they're gonna get that feud cooking again. As they should. 2 veterans like this, they need they could have a pay-per-view match probably every big pay-per-view or TV pay-per-view. Would I be mad? No, it's two guys who've been wrestling for fucking 20 years. They gonna cook in the ring all the fucking time. I ain't mad at that shit. But for a highlight, yeah, I would say this. It was that walking weapon match was kind of a squash, so I couldn't use that as a highlight. But the triple threat match at the end was pretty good too. But I would and then that nigga had a TM Bank shirt. Yeah, the
Well,
TM.
let me get to my my highlight was the main event, the 6-man tag. It was McLean and the Rascals versus Dolph and Speedball Mountain. All 6 of these gentlemen can go. Bad start though with the shit famouser to McLean by Dolph, but you know, Trent Seven entertaining, whooping up on the Rascals. McLean as hard hitting as ever. Other than that one hiccup in the beginning, Dolph is firing on all cylinders. McLean accidentally suicide dove into Chris Bay. The Rascals walk out on McLean. Chris Bay. No, what's his name?
Which one?
Which one? Trey Miguel or
Trey
Zach
Miguel.
Wynn?
He suicide dove onto Trey Miguel. Ace Austin. The Rascals got pissed and they walked out on McLean, leaving McLean to take on all them crackers, and they beat the fuck out of them and got the victory. I always love to see Speedball Mike Bailey get a victory. It was good. It was a really good match. Maybe this rift with McLean and the Rascals is going to be a nice little wrinkle to this story. I enjoyed it. I was going to say the first match, but it ended shitty. The very first match with Ali and Sabin, ended shitty, and I was like, oh man, this was a good match, and it ended
like
shitty.
It was a really good match, and then it had like a bad ending, and like
that. So I switched it up, went with the main event. McLean got his comeuppance. But Cesar, any thoughts on this 6-man tag main event?
No, I thought it was real good too. I thought it was a really good match. It was worthy to be the main event. Yeah, everybody was cooking out there. I don't know why I guess they just wanted to break up this group so the Rascals can do their own thing. They kind of have a third member guy. He didn't come out there. So, I don't like, I mean, I guess it's fine, but everybody lost at the pay-per-view, and then they lost to the same people again, as a 6-man tag. So, it was a little weird, because, going into it when the system won 3-man tag, I was like, all right, well, we know EY's not winning the title from Moose because it's too early, but maybe the ABC's going to get their revenge on the system, which they didn't, but it turned out being a great match anyway. But yeah, these guys literally lost with nothing on the line and then lost again with nothing on the line, just running it back. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes from there. Maybe the Rascals will fight Macklin 1-on-1. Macklin's just biding his time till they put him in whatever title hunt they want to put him in. Maybe he's going to go to New Japan to fight Dolph for his championship over there. Fuck, shit, I don't know. Match might cook. Should cook. Give them more feud to talk about if they're going to build this feud there. But yeah, no, I thought this match was really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't know what happened in the beginning. Just little fuck ups right quick, but they got back on tap.
Yeah.
Dolph still being the show off, getting the splash in all 3 of the corners on all 3 of the guys. Yeah, just crack a speedball. Can't do no wrong in the ring. And we all know Trent Seven is especially in his age right now, is a submission kind of, not a submission, but a tag team specialist, if you will. He's great in the tag team.
Was it just me, or did he look way better in this match? He looked like he was in better shape. Like he looked like he was awake. Like he was.
Yeah, I think it's like, remember how they talk about Billy Gunn? Like he doesn't have like a lot of stamina because his heart thing, but he's great tag team because he doesn't have to wrestle like a 20-minute match. He's only wrestling 10 minutes of the match because he has a partner. I think that's like Trent Seven right now. Okay. Like when he's in a tag team, he's like when him and Tyler Bate was in that tag, they were having bangers because he can like sit outside and rest, and he can sell his ass off. I'll give you that. He'll always sell his ass off so he can lay outside, get the rest, get back in the ring for the high spots near the end. So I think that's just what it is. I think he's just a tag team kind of so he can rest and get back in. He's really, really good.
I didn't even realize what you said. That just says they lost to the same people they lost to at the pay-per-view. It's kind of like rubbing salt in the wound.
Yeah, like
And then they broke up. They fought at the end.
yeah, like the Rascals lost in the kickoff show to Speedball Mountain, and then fucking Dolph beat Macklin, and then they just lose all again, and Dolph pins Macklin like yet again.
Well, it sticks. I guess the added wrinkle to this story was the system coming out afterwards and beating everybody up. So what did you think of the main event to this week's Impact?
Yeah, it was a good match. We also got to remember, like, they kind of came in. There was already kind of a little bit of fracture from the pay-per-view because the kickoff show, Rascals, I guess was thinking that McLean was going to come out there during the pre-show match, and he's like, "No, I gotta focus on my match with Dolph on the main card." And they were like, "Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, we're not going to come out there for your match." So there was already kind of a little bit of fractures, and then when you have something like that, there's always a move or a bobble in a match that compounds that and makes that split even worse. And we had that with that suicide dive where McLean got the wrong guy. And so at that point, if you're the Rascals, you're thinking, oh, so he's there's just too much stuff going on here. You're on your own, buddy. We can go do our own thing. We're a great tag team.
I thought it happened at the beginning where Macklin and Dolph were in the ring, and then one of the Rascals tagged himself in, like right when the match started. That's where I was like, oh, the fissure's there already. And then, like you said, when he hit the dive and hit him, that's when like, oh yeah, you know, we ain't been on the same page. Fuck this guy. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Like you said, I actually forgot about that until you just told me that. Yeah, you had already had the bad vibes going into this match with that tag, and then that suicide dive that hit the wrong person just made it even that much worse. And so if you're the Rascals, you're thinking, well, we don't need him. We're a legit tag team. We've got a third member that we can always call on, and Myron Reed. We can always bring him, the young goat. We can always bring him back. You can go do your own thing, and you're going to be probably worse about us because we ain't going to be outside the ring with you, whereas we don't really need you because we're a tag team. If one of us is in the ring, the other can mess with other people. But, I mean, it was a great match. I mean, it was a great match, and now McLean is left wondering what he's got to do. I mean, there's like you had said, all three guys lost to the other three guys. So now, you know, he's lost to Dolph. Do you go back, or is it like Dolph's like, hey, you're old news. I'm moving on. And now you're left.
I hope they all move on after this. With the system attacking, maybe that's where they're going. And McLean will probably maybe something with the Rascals. What I'm thinking is, do you think someone's going to turn face between those three guys?
No, I bet they're all still be heels.
Oh yeah, they're all going to still be. I mean, McLean, his antics, he really can't turn face. And the Rascals, I mean,
yeah, they cheat the win all the time.
Yeah, at best they'll be that, like, maybe they could be at best reach tweeners, but they're not. No, they're always going to have some antics. Like we kind of started seeing them dabble back and bringing the spray paint, where I mean it backfired on them, but I mean they still have that they can go back to. But I mean, no, there's no way any of those three can become faces.
Well, it was a great show this week. Next week's going to be even better. I can't wait to see it. Those are the highlighted versions of this past week in wrestling. As always, APPW content will be coming out as per usual. We won't be back, I've decided, until we're going to take a break. We're going to take about a 3-week break. We'll be back after Stand and Deliver to talk about it. It's going to be a lot to talk about, too, because we're going to have, TNA. We're going to have AEW. A lot of shit's going to happen between now and then, so we'll have an extended show. But as for now, I need to focus on fucking Decent Mania and the hours and hours and hours are going to take me to put that shit together. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And until next time, we do what we do best here on the Tripod. And we give that big ups to Stallion Pete.